We've all been there. You spend hours hunched over a desk, you drench the pages in yellow highlighter, review every bullet point, and close the book feeling completely prepared. Then you sit down for the test, and your mind goes entirely blank. You fell victim to a cognitive trap known as perceptual fluency. When you stare at a page of notes long enough, the words become highly familiar to your brain. It recognizes the shapes and the sequence of the text, and it tricks you into interpreting that raw visual familiarity as actual comprehension. This is why cognitive psychologists draw a strict line between temporary performance and permanent learning. When rereading, you feel a rapid improvement in immediate performance. The information comes to mind easily because the textbook acts as massive external cues. You aren't remembering, you are just recognizing. To actually master a subject, we must strip away visual cues, abandon passive reading entirely, and retrieve information from scratch. Enter the Feynman Technique. Named after the Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman, this is a ruthlessly effective learning strategy designed to test true understanding. The philosophy driving the method is simple. If you cannot explain a concept in plain everyday language, you do not actually understand it. It acts as a cognitive stress test. By forcing you to generate an explanation without relying on the safety net of your notes, it violently exposes the exact border between what you genuinely know and what you are only pretending to know. The Feynman Technique operates as an active diagnostic tool engineered to shatter the illusion of competence. Step 1. Choose a target. Isolate a concept from the noise and mentally clear the board. Step 2. Explain it to a beginner. Take a concept like economic inflation. Instead of defining it with textbook jargon, you have to explain it out loud as if you were talking to a middle schooler. Cognitive scientists call this the generation effect. Forcing your brain to construct an answer from your own internal memory physically modifies the memory trace, making it far stronger than if you had simply read the correct answer on a page. Take a look at the two delayed tests line graphs at the bottom of this page, tracking how much information students recalled over time. The students who actively recited the material, shown in the higher lines, retained drastically more information than those who simply restudied. Generating an explanation in your own words turns you from a passive receiver into an active creator, locking the knowledge into long-term memory. Step 3. Identify gaps. As you explain your topic, you'll inevitably hit a roadblock. Your explanation will break down. You'll stutter, and you will freeze. In cognitive psychology, this failure provides a massive metacognitive benefit. It acts as an internal diagnostic system, shining a bright spotlight on your exact blind spots, so you know precisely what requires your attention. Step 4. Refine and simplify. You return to your source material, repair the specific gap you just found, and then strip away any remaining complex vocabulary until the explanation is entirely seamless. People usually ruin this process in 3 specific ways: using jargon as a crutch, writing instead of speaking out loud, or ignoring their weak areas. Hitting a mental wall is the intended feedback loop. It is the exact mechanism required to reach true mastery. Make no mistake, studying this way feels significantly slower, harder, and much more frustrating than lightly skimming a chapter. But that friction is the point. Dr. Robert Bjork, a leading cognitive psychologist, coined the term desirable difficulties. He found that the cognitive strain you experience while trying to recall information is the precise location where deep learning actually occurs. This bar chart illustrates the trap perfectly. The graph on the left shows students using easy, blocked study methods judge their performance to be excellent, but the graph on the right reveals the truth. When tested, students utilizing difficult, varied practice vastly outperformed them. If your study routine feels easy and fluent, you are likely coasting on the illusion of knowledge. Permanent retention demands friction. True intelligence isn't the ability to echo big words or memorize bullet points. It is the ability to break the massively complex down into the beautifully simple. Pick one topic you are currently struggling to understand. Close your books, step away from your screen, and try to teach it to an imaginary middle schooler right now. Hit the subscribe button below for more science-backed strategies to learn faster